everyone. Good morning. Today we are on Wake Up Nigeria, as you all know. What is happening in the country? My name is Mirival Izzy, and I'm reaching live from SRTV studio here in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. And on Wake Up Nigeria, you know how we do it. We talk about what's bothering on the people, the world of politics across the states, and the world at large. And I have my beautiful co-host here on the show.
My name is Michael Deborah.
Michael Deborah, how you doing today?
Very well. Hope you're doing well as well.
I'm doing well, it's just the hot weather.
Everybody's actually feeling it.
Right. So how was it like in yesterday? Was there lights or is everywhere just so hot? Like,
This smoker that we keep every day playing with and not putting out your
and that
hand.
is why we're on the show. Let's talk about what is happening. Are there positive changes, or is it just one story or the other? And I don't know what we're going to see today on the headlines. If we're going to see the same food crisis, if we're still going to see same insecurity issues. Most times when I come here in the morning, I wish like when I'm going through the papers, I wish to see other news. You understand? Rather see killings, kidnapping. You understand? Because it looks like it's everyday news, and it looks like people are getting used to the bad news in the country. You get so, but I don't know. I know, hopefully on this show we might still be connecting with Edo. I don't know if they're there already. Then the studio will be connecting with Edo on this show. And let's hear their views of what they think, what is happening in their place. And also, normally the way we do this, we can actually start with the point. Okay, let's see what we have on the front paper. And the big headline here says, federal government intercepts 141 grain trucks. That's for food smuggling. Drivers are threatening strike over attacks, and the rider says, "House from 620." I think we have Edo in the house. Good
Yeah,
morning.
we are here.
Good
Good
morning.
How you,
morning, ma'am.
how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
How is Edo today? Are you experiencing hot weather or cold weather? Let's know if we're on the same page.
I think the weather is fair though. It's fair this morning. It's neither hot nor cold.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we just want to delve into the papers of today, and I'm just starting with the Punch. So we're trying to see the headlines of the Punch, and it's saying food smuggling. Federal government intercept 141 grain trucks, and drivers threaten strike over attacks. And the rider says, Customs seized 120 smuggled grain truck. EFCC intercept 21. Tinubu orders sale of forfeited food, and also truck owners threaten to stop transporting food over attacks, say no insurance for looted foodstuffs. And we have another story that says Obasanjo unveils new book on leadership at its seventh birthday. It's a good
Wow,
development.
a very good.
And
big
that
one.
story is on page
It's a big one.
45 of the Punch newspaper. Nigerians' electricity, fuel subsidies may go 7 trillion naira. And this is coming
Wow.
from IMF. And that's on page 30 of the Punch newspaper. Army chief dismisses coup calls, demands good leadership. And you can find that story on page 43 of the Punch newspaper. I'll have a story that says 767 manufacturers shut down in 2023. Coming from a man, and that story is on page 29 of the Punch newspaper. Trial. Suspected killer of Ekiti monarchs remanded, and that's on page 44 of the Punch newspaper. And we have a story that says Red Grill ministers over sports concessions Tuesday. That's on page 29 of the Punch newspaper. I think the Punch has a lot. But for the big headline, I actually want us to see the developing story of that Punch big headline. It is said, in continuation of measures to address the food inflation and cost of living crisis, the federal government said it has so far intercepted 141 truck attempting to smuggle grains and other stuff from the Niger Republic, Chad, Cameroon, and the Central African Republic. The Controller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, Bashir Adeni, said that the service had, within 2 weeks, arrested about 120 trucks smuggling food items from Nigeria. But what I don't understand is, we are complaining that we don't have food, right?
But there's
So how
still smuggling
comes?
food. That means there's
I really
enough
don't know.
food in
I
this
really,
country and
honestly,
we don't have the accessibility to all of it. And it's not fair because people are crying and complaining every single day for this food, and we are still eating
Honestly, and I said the Economic and Financial Crime Solution stop 21 food trucks from leaving the country on Tuesday. But this is actually not funny. And I'm asking myself, this kind of food is here because I know fully well that it's difficult for farmers to go out and farm, you understand, because of the insecurity stuff and all of that.
it.
But Nigeria is big. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The country is a big country. You understand? I know that so far so good. There are still people that farm. There are still food. You understand?
There's enough food in this land. What I'm saying is that the insecurity in this country is just making it seem as if there's no food. Then the rich get this food and still try to smuggle it out of the country, leaving the poor in pain and crisis. And
The thing
it's
is,
just
there was one time I saw that story that says, I don't know, there was a time they were sharing rice. I think half bag of rice, right, in Lagos, and they were selling it for 10,000 naira.
half bag of rice.
Yes, for 10,000 naira. And I was like, how long will this continue? How long will this continue? The thing is, most times these poor farmers they go to the farm, you understand, and when they are done cultivating, you can't tell them how to, you understand, or what to do with their crops. You
Yeah,
get,
that's
because this is how they want to earn a living. Not like they are being funded by federal government, not like
they
anyone is
do it
actually
by
supporting them.
themselves.
Yes. I don't know if you have a door in the house. This is the headline we're talking about, the big headline on the punch. What's your take on it? The federal government
Um,
that's 41 green drugs. I don't know, what do you really think about this headline? Because it's really not funny.
yeah, like Danny Chris has always said, it we have the rich and the poor in the country. So why the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. So how where will 141 trucks like grains of rice come from when we keep saying that there's no food in the country? Where is it coming from? I feel it's not so cool. It's not so cool.
Okay, now there's also this story now. It is saying briefing the federal lawmakers on the enforcement of the presidential directive to curtail food smuggling during the sectoral debate series. The custom agent then he said President Bola Tinubu had given a directive that the arrested truck be diverted to the local market in, like, seriously, I need to stop here. Okay. Local market in the area where they were arrested to force down the price of grains and other food items. And you think this kind of thing will happen?
He has
Which
given the
local
order,
markets?
but nobody's
Okay,
actually
last
going
week
to
some
do it.
youths stole food items from truck stock in traffic along the Kaduna Road in Suleja area of Niger State, right? On
Mhm.
Sunday, hoodlums attacked a warehouse. They call them hoodlums, funny, belonging to the Agriculture and Rural Development Secretariat or the Federal Capital Territory Administration, looted in the Dede area of the capital city where they looted rice, grains, and other relief items. The miscreants, in their numbers, also stormed another warehouse in the Idu Industrial Estate, Jabi, Abuja, but were repelled by troops
Yeah.
guiding the facility. You understand? Okay, now let's say within some time, have you heard where residents, you understand, go
Mm.
into a warehouse to steal food? It means that the hunger in the country
He's
is
getting
alarming.
out of
It's getting
hand.
out of hand. You get, so even arresting them will not stop what is happening.
It will
To me,
even
it's bringing
create.
solutions to better the country. That is what will stop all this problem. You understand? Anyway, we still have other stories on the punch to look into because this is actually not funny. And the Obasanjo unveils new book on leadership at 87 birthday. That's a big one.
That's I think that's one of the best stories on the punch this morning. Actually,
Okay, and another one says suspected killer in Ekiti Monarch remanded. Man, I said it's difficult for you to come into our news every day and not seeing killings. It's really not funny. It's just so annoying. But God will actually help us.
either you see killings or you see suicide or you see kidnappings, and it's really, really taking a toll on every citizen in this country.
Okay, before we go into the next paper, there is this story I saw. I actually want us to take a look at it. They say Ukraine donates 25,000 tons of wheat to Nigeria to help food crisis. But the thing is that has it gotten to this level? Honestly, it's not funny. And this is what the story says. The development of the United Nations World Food Programs (WPF), okay, WFP's responses in the northeast Nigeria amidst inflation and food price spikes. The contribution also is also part of Ukraine's humanitarian grain from Ukraine initiative launched by President, wow, Volodymyr Zelensky. This one is their Ukraine name. The
Mm.
shipment was made possible through the collaborative efforts from the United Kingdom, Canada. But the thing is, anyway, WPFP representative and country director in Nigeria, David Stevenson, said, "We extend our heartfelt thanks to the governments of Ukraine, partners, and donors for their unwavering support through the Grain from Ukraine initiative. This collaborative effort plays a crucial role in alleviating suffering and maintaining human dignity in areas facing conflict and food price increase." The thing is, Ukraine that was fighting, you understand,
Yeah.
that were battling with war, is now
Russia.
helping Nigeria with food. Has it gotten to that level? Because
See,
I really don't know. Are we? I don't know. Are we going back or we are going front?
the problem is that we have what it takes to be comfortable in our country, but we're not given the opportunity to actually even be comfortable. The farmers are scared, everybody is scared, and now countries that are supposed to look onto us are now helping and supporting us, and it's
Because
not fair.
it's really, really not funny. But I think the government needs to do something about it. In as much as I know they are actually not experiencing what we are experiencing. You understand? It is we are the one facing the heat, and we have to always come out here to cry. We the poor masses are always the people facing the heat. They should do something about this whole thing because tomorrow now you hear that Ghana is giving Nigeria food. I will not be surprised, or will you be
Or
surprised when you come
Cameroon.
out? When you come out to say that Cameroon or Ghana, the neighboring
That would
country,
be
are not giving
very,
Nigeria
very
food.
funny. Cameroon.
Please, it's not funny. Nigeria, at least we've got not they are saying Benin State food basket of the nation of the nation. We have a lot of states in Nigeria that are good
Our
farmers. You
farmers.
understand? They have a lot of food products in their places. If not that they are now scared because you cannot say that this particular place in the country is free. You understand? In as much as you know that to some extent they were so focused on Benue State, you understand,
Mhm.
trying to stop them from producing, from farming and all of that. Even as big as Zamfara, they have a lot of farm. You understand there in the
Yeah.
north, just and all of that. But people are not free to go into farm as before, and it's affecting a lot of
They are
things.
scared. I
So
think I saw
we shouldn't come to that level where people will not be helping us with food. You
True.
get people will not
Yes.
be. It's not making any sense at all.
I actually saw this particular story on even the Vanguard this morning concerning food insecurity. That means farmers are now, will I even say scared, or
They are scared, of course.
the word to even use. I think there should be another word to classify how they feel right now going to the farm to even go and say they want to farm.
You know, there was a time that something came up and they were like, sometimes they give them a particular ransom to pay for them to be able, or for them to allow them, or for them to allow this particular region, you understand, farm.
Mm.
It happened then in Niger State now, when they will say, okay, if you people want us to allow you farm, you have to pay this particular amount. I'm asking myself, so who are now the people, you understand, that they pass this information to? You get, who did they not have access to in that particular community? And they are coming to say that the bandits and all of that are saying if you people must access your farm, you have to pay this particular amount. So there are a lot of things that we actually don't know in this country
Honestly, the government just have to come to our aid.
and help out.
They just have to come to our
Because we
aid.
keep on crying. I said the wake up Nigeria is what we talk about, things happening in the country, things burdening on the people, and so far so good. All the things I've been discussing are things burdening on the people. We've not come here most times. What we get to see is a lot of negative news. Let me just say, yeah, in a scale of 1 to 100, maybe just 30%. That's when you see positive news in the country.
30% is even
Really not making any sense. Really not making any sense. I think we should go to the next paper. I hope we get to see something different though. So you take the next paper.
Okay, I'll be taking Nigeria Tribune. Big story on Nigeria Tribune this morning says why Africa is poor despite 96.5 trillion natural wealth. That is to say, we are actually wealthy and we are still poor. A developing country for, or let's say developing countries for how many years now? When are we going to get developed really? This was written by AFDB President Additional. You could find that on page 15. It says explains how Nigeria and other African countries are being helped to overcome food security. To receive our leadership award today, join Soinka Mbeki Afe Babalola on exclusive list. says father started as a poor farmer without education for first 14 years of life. Another story on the Nigeria Tribune says Binance ends Naira service says after government crackdown, and you can find that on page 7 of the Nigeria Tribune. Also, power outage delays plenary at Senate. You find that on page 10. And Army has no desire to truncate democracy, stated by COAS. You can find that on page 21. Another story says Tinubu, our president, must not jettison restructuring, and this was written by Afen Ferre. You can find that on page 21. EFCC arrests 21 food laden trucks bound for Chad and Cameroon, page 25. Osun judiciary workers suspend 3 month strike, page 30. Accepting grains from Ukraine doesn't translate to failure. Federal government replies Obi. I wonder how this does not translate to failure though. You can find out on page 30 as well. Nigeria must recruit selfless transformational leaders, stated Obasanjo. And underneath it said Jonathan Mahama Kuka Abiodun orders honors him at 87. This is in regards to his book on page 10. Then finally on the News Tribune we have Ondo Guba Tutorial PDP may adopt zoning. Stakeholders fail to reach agreement on consensus candidates. 2020 lost taught us bitter lesson. The states
As if Nigerians are ever learning.
page 10.
2020 taught us that somebody said, that's why we are complaining Tinubu. If Tinubu comes today now and say he wants to still contest for Nigerian president, he will still win. Let's tell ourselves the truth. We'll come out and complain. But you know that I don't know, people tend to value that 1 minute enjoyment. You understand? And they forget the 4 years suffering. I'm not talking about maybe him not being good or so. I'm just trying to state from this headline that said 2020 taught us a bitter lesson.
And they
These ones
have
are
not,
fallacy.
it's not still learned though.
These ones are fallacy. They're never learning. They're never learning. Why Africa is poor? I think there was a question you asked me earlier on that. Do you think the problem we have in the country are leaders? Right,
Yeah,
something
I
like
think,
that. So
yeah,
if the problem we have in the country, if they are not our leaders, so what are now the problems? What are now the problems? Because to me, they're actually our leaders. Okay, our favorite there.
Yes, I am here.
Now, I want to ask you this question. Do you think the problems we have in the country are leaders? Or what do you think? What can you say about that?
Okay, well, I think the leaders have a role to play, and the citizens also they have a role to play. Now, this tribune, the headline is saying, "Why is Africa poor despite 96.5 trillion in dollars natural wealth?" So, we said we have natural wealth. Yes, like I've said before, the country, the nation is blessed. Like God endowed the country with a lot of natural resources and all. So, our ability to refine this wealth, like we found this natural wealth and turn it into something. That's what makes us grow or develop. That's why you have developed countries and all. They were able to refine their natural wealth. Everything nature has endowed them with. They were able to refine them. So we are still in the process. We still haven't gotten it yet. Um, the Ukraine giving us food is not failure on our part. Well,
But you know, Obi said something here.
Ah.
Obi said accepting grains from Ukraine doesn't translate to failure. Federal government.
like the federal government is replying Obi. Why Obi is saying it is failure on our part? Because I think I saw that on other news.
But
He was saying,
favor, let me
Yes.
tell you, but you know that there never been a time I don't know that this actually happened. That they had to start helping Nigeria with food. Because I thought we have food.
like there's nobody above receiving help, so I don't think it's
Are we supposed to be in this condition right now? Is it not too early?
we are not supposed to be in this way, but the fact that we are in this condition, I don't really think getting help from other people is so bad.
It's too early for the year. It's too
Well,
early
for
for the
now
year.
we can.
Let's this month
Well,
of March. I know what I'm saying. It's too early for the year for us to start receiving food. You understand?
well, the
Oh
thing,
my God.
yes,
Maybe
it is
sometime
too early
around
though.
June, July.
But I believe that even if it was Obi or Tinubu that like Tinubu won or Obi that won, the Rome was not built in a day, so
Sure.
they will still have to go through so much. You understand? Like Tinubu now, the federal government, he said he has reforms he's bringing into place. So let's just be patient. Let's watch and see. That is my take on the current economy setback and all. Let's just watch what he has
And I saw
in
a story
store
here
for
that
us.
says, can you hear me? Favor.
Yes, I can.
Story here that
Yes, I
says
can hear you.
Nigeria must recruit selfless transformational leaders. And it's funny, it's coming from Obasanjo though. But I feel like we're in a country whereby you come out and say you want to rule and you will
Shut
rule.
it down.
You understand?
Yes.
Most times, is it really what we want that we are getting? Is it that we don't vote? You see that
Well,
every time during election is one story or the other, beavers or no beavers, and they tend to tell you that this election is not free and fair and all of that. So do you think when it
yeah.
comes to electing leaders, is it really, really the fault of the masses? Or these people just have a way of doing their own thing? Because saying that
Well,
we
I
national leaders, is it really, really from us as the people that are we the ones not actually trying to get good leaders for ourselves? Are we being selfish on our own path? What can you say when it comes to election in Nigeria?
I can say it's actually whatever happens, whether rigging the election or anything, it is still people that do it. It is not spirits that rig election, right?
Yeah,
So if the elections are fully rigged, it is still people that do it, and it should be selfishness on their part if they really do it. But we cannot tell. So it is what we see at the end of the day, what they give us at the end of the day that we always go with. We just still try to say, okay, we have this, and let's try and work with this.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
I so that's it.
I had a conversation with someone concerning our last year election, and the person was like, the reason why he's not going to vote is because he already knows that we already know who our president is. So even if he's going to cast his vote, he's know that it's not going to count.
But that mentality is wrong. That mentality is wrong because if you are saying
A
okay,
lot of people do that too.
okay, for example, now release it because this child, your child, you understand, is stubborn. You won't train the child in school. Now let's be sincere. Will you neglect your own child because it's stubborn?
Nobody
Or you
will do
always
that.
or
I
you always
won't do
embrace
that.
them. So we practicing how to vote is actually not wrong. Play your own part, you get. And if it's not working, you still don't need to give up because it is what it is. We are now facing the heat and we continue
Everybody's
to talk.
feeling it.
Yes, we are now facing the heat. So that's it though. I think I like the headlines in Nigerian Tribune. Actually
Yeah.
making sense. Favor, are you with any
Yes,
paper
I
again? I think you should take the next paper.
okay.
I
Okay,
think I've
have we
taken
taken Vanguard morning?
no,
No,
we've
you
not
can't
taken
take
the
it back.
Vanguard.
Vanguard.
We've not taken the Vanguard, so you can take that one.
Vanguard says,
Yeah.
okay, Nigeria must battle rising food insecurity as priority. This is from IMF. Then underneath it says coping fuel prices, low electricity tariff could cost Nigeria 3% of GDP. Cause of cash transfer program implementation. We must go into production to escape hardship. Governance. How Nigeria can stabilize forex, overcome economic woes. Magalu, that's it was said by Magalu. I'm not desperate to be president, Peter Obi says. Nigeria accepts of grain from war-torn Ukraine, no sign of failure. That is from the federal government. Then we have Lagos LGAS says huge allocations lead to development. Then we have Trump ignores Sanwo-Olu's directive. PDP moves to reconcile aggrieved members hold SWS meetings. Nigerians shouldn't be hungry, insecure, Zaria Council tells FG. Why good leadership excludes Africa, Obasanjo, Jonathan, and Mahama says. Then we have deadline on NIN, account linkage. Most banks yet to implement directives. Account without BVN, registered SIM affected. CBN should consider Nigerians in diaspora. Consumer group. Army not planning to truncate Nigeria's democracy. Then we have African Games. Adams wins team Nigeria's first medal in Accra. Then we have operators not indebted to FG, others United Airlines CEO replies reps. Meta reacts through Twitter as Facebook and Instagram crashes. That was yesterday, I think. Facebook and Instagram crashed. Um, yeah.
It's not funny. I think I don't know. I think the Facebook has started working. I noticed from this morning though, like because
Oh, okay. Please come back.
you said, yeah, I think the Facebook is back. I think
It
it was
was,
yesterday. I don't know if it was the same time now. Like we're like
yeah, the
almost,
same time.
you just have to log everybody out. And later on, I had a
Yes.
call from my sister. She was like, "Please let me check if they have hacked my account." I said, "No, don't worry, don't be scared. It's everybody, even my own." I noticed I didn't work throughout the night. So it was this morning on my way to the office, and I tried. But
Oh,
the thing
okay.
is,
Facebook
when you
has come
finally,
back.
yeah, I think you have to still put your password because they logged the Facebook out. That's how funny it
Oh,
is.
Can you answer some
yes.
security questions?
Everybody went on to Twitter. Everybody has faced Twitter now. So that is
But I think Instagram came back that same yesterday. It was Facebook that took a long time to come back.
oh, okay.
And WhatsApp
So
wasn't affected at all.
Nothing
no,
for
no, 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 no,
nothing.
no, no.
It's
No.
really funny. But
So
nothing
what's
like,
up?
according to
Yes.
Vanguard you read this morning, have you noticed that? What is stopping most of the headlines? What is stopping the headlines? It's all about food, 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 food.
Yes, that
That.
is true. Because even the
Then,
well,
then
yeah, that is true. That there is so much food insecurity in the country. It is so alarming that I went through all the papers this morning and I think I saw a bit of food insecurity in all the papers, like all the papers. There was a bit of food insecurity. Because I think that is the most alarming thing happening in the country. Aside from let's say adoption and all, I think we'll get that in one of the papers. I saw something like that. So I think apart from insecurity, food scarcity, food insecurity.
Hunger.
I think last
In the
week,
land.
since last week, almost at the time we were coming here to talk about the newspaper review, it has always been about food. And
Yes.
I was always
There is
thinking about
hunger in the land.
something different. And I asked myself, let's tell ourselves the truth. Is it difficult? Is it difficult for us to get food in the country? Is it difficult for government to empower the agricultural sector? You understand? I know that so far so good. It looks as if and they are not putting so much investment when it comes to agriculture. They jump into other things. Everything is not oil, though. Let me tell you. Everything is not fuel because it is the food that we are eating. Just like what Princess said the last time. Food is what we are eating. Oil is one that is favoring them. You get because I know
Yeah.
so many times we've been facing a lot of difficulty in the country, even when the first subsidy, this insecurity issue. To some extent, Nigerians did they come out to protest? But you know that when it now happened to food, when it took on the part of food, everybody started coming out and they want to
At the
protest.
market.
For you to know that, for you to know that it's not funny. Because when I went for a market box spot to do it also by the market, and I noticed that even the people selling, they are complaining. It's not funny on them. They are not finding it funny because according to them, the price of food is high. People don't even have money to come and buy. You understand?
That is the
So
thing.
it's affecting them.
Yes.
And after you finish selling this particular
You see how
product,
to respect.
when you go back to the market to get it, you might not get it for that same price.
You can
Exactly.
never.
And maybe you sold for this particular price, it means your gain is what you're adding to go and buy. You understand? For the next one, so it's actually telling on them. It's not funny. So then I feel like
Yeah.
when you said what you're trying to say something.
What we are experiencing right now is not even inflation itself. It's hyperinflation. Like
Hyper.
where the price of
Let me see
yes,
that beyond
Hyper.
Let me see that beyond hyper. Honestly, this is not funny.
yeah, it's hyperinflation where the price of goods it fluctuates. It can increase, like the price in the morning is not the price in the afternoon.
And the
It
price in
can
the
just go
afternoon
up.
is not the price in the evening.
It's not the price in the evening. Yeah, so it's really telling on us. It's not really cool. Like they said, an hungry man is an angry man. So
Yeah.
everybody will be angry in the country if they don't have food to eat. Like,
This is
No,
actually not
these
when you
days,
this is actually not when you come out and price something, they tell you is this price, you say you want to walk away. My dear, when you go
yeah,
back, you might not get
if
it
you
for that same price. That is the Nigeria of find ourselves. And
right
let me
now,
tell you, favor,
exactly.
there's this pineapple that they normally tie. Like I don't know, you see it on
all
the
these
streets.
Hausa men.
Even watermelon.
Mm.
I think it was 200 before. And I noticed that from yesterday, right, they're still selling 300. And I'm asking myself, I was walking on the street and I was like, how did this get into fruits? Let me understand. Why is fruit not expensive again? Eh?
Everything is
Fruits
now
for that matter. Oh.
expensive.
Well,
And
they will tell you that right from transporting the fruit from wherever they transported it from, the price of transportation is what added to the fruit. It's not that any other thing. The price of transportation and so many other things. So that's the reason they will give you for the increase. That is the reason they will always give you for the increase.
I think what's affected most of the things is transportation. But
Yeah, for cost of
yes, it's right.
transportation.
But what made us to have scarcity of food is low rate of people going to the farm. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
yeah, that one is
Because people no
actually
longer
true.
farm. Because I never knew that
Yeah,
there
that
will be
was,
a time that 4 clip of 100 naira. You understand? We now get to 300 in the country.
And it's very
Before I was
little.
telling somebody that before when we have when tomato is very expensive, fresh tomato.
Yeah.
Anytime we have high
Yeah.
price tomato, people will now switch to vegetable stew. They'll start
Yeah.
getting vegetables. But favor, do you know that now it's not like that. It has changed.
yeah. We can't even
The vegetable is
Vegetable
high. You understand? So where do we go from here? Because I don't know. And apart from the tomato stew and vegetable, so what can you access? Fruit sef. Say I want to get carrots. Everything is expensive. So I really don't know how we can just make something
I
simple.
think there was a night I went to get cucumber because I normally use it to do my soap. And I got to the malam and he said that this one cucumber is 200 naira. And I said, eh? He said that it's 200 naira. If I don't want to buy it, I should leave
And
it.
they're not begging you.
I
They're
just
not
had
begging you.
to because it's for my own benefits. I had to purchase it.
Yeah,
So when I got
that's
to the
true.
malam,
Gone are those days. Gone are those days where we want to buy something and they will tell us a particular price. Then you just like, okay, you give them your own price and they will say no. Then you just
now
walk
they
away.
don't, nobody tells you to price again. No. As they give you the price, just
They will
speak.
call you back.
You're even scared of not getting it that day. You have to beg. You're scared of not getting it that day
I'm
because
telling
you don't even know if you will
Exactly.
come
Now
back the next day and meet it. They're not begging you. They say now it's
Yeah,
buy
exactly.
now or come back later and buy on a higher price.
Exactly.
thank you. That's
Exactly.
the good slogan.
It's really, really not funny. And I was thinking that the pure water company, I think they went on a strike, right?
Mm.
And
Yes,
they're
they
back.
did.
So do you know that favor? These people have not reduced the price of
The
water.
price still remain. It's still
Can you
standing.
imagine?
No,
Like,
they have.
you said?
They have not. They have not reduced the price of water. I was asking somebody yesterday that why is the price of water 15 naira when you could get some persons even get it for 400 naira per bag. And I'm like, you can get it for 400 naira per bag. So why will you sell at the rate of 15 naira for one? And the person was like, down to the cellophane they used to pack the water. I'm
Those
like,
scholars,
you
these
even
those scholars,
if
it's
it is
just so
200
annoying.
naira, you get it.
It's just so annoying. I know that here you get one for 15 naira, right? There's where you get you see 300 naira. And I was telling myself, we can
Yes.
get pure water. 500 naira a bag or 400 naira, you're selling one for 15 naira. Let's not say the truth. We say we are contributing to the problems in the country.
Somehow,
Because you are getting, you know,
Yeah.
you are
The
getting
kind
it
of
double.
gain.
That's the amount that you got it. You understand? Is what you still gain
Yeah.
again. Like it's really not fun. Okay, they went on a strike. They came and they not tell us anything. No, they just fix that price and that is how it has been. Now another company that is suffering. You see this bakery, these people that deals with flour, anything that has to do with flour is on a high price now. And I was asking myself, what is this? You know, every day if you go that you want to go and get bread in the store, it's not the price you get it today, you get it tomorrow. And I was even here that
Yeah, that's very
right now. Yes, I was like,
every single
flour.
thing. There's nothing that has not increased
honestly.
concerning food, whether food, clothes, or whatever. Every single thing has climbed up. People that do flour
Yeah.
business, that bake and the rest, most of them are shutting down their bakeries because it's not easy to buy flour and at the end of the month you're not even realizing the amount you're going to use and go back to the market to restock. your bakery and all that.
It is well known. God will help us.
There's
Let's
not little profit for those people. It's
you
now,
said
it's so not. I said they not get little profits. Like the profits are no longer so much anymore. So
Sometimes I don't
I
even
feel
think
so
I
they're
they
feel
get
increasing.
I
sometimes.
feel it's telling on those people that are baking, those people,
Yeah,
especially those
it
working
is.
in
It
the
is.
bakery,
It is.
those people that normally sell snacks, because if you're not telling you even use them fried,
Even fashion
yes,
designers, they're telling fashion designers to not because
fashion designers, I think that one is even better. Oh. I'm talking
yeah,
about food. Let's
no
face perfect. I'm talking about food. It's really, really not food. But the thing is, at first, when things are expensive like this, normally it doesn't affect people in the rural area that much. I think it is those people staying in the
yeah,
urban area that's been affected. But I was going through some stories online, and I noticed that the tomato we get for 500 here in Abuja. Now they were not asking, tell us how much. It's just like a plate of tomato. That was what they posted on that page. They're like, tell us how much this is being sold in your area. And I noticed that Akwa Ibom, Akwa Ibom and Port Harcourt,
yeah.
You
Enugu,
won't tell
is on
me.
another level. These people are suffering. Favor. These people are suffering. Oh my God. That's why they're not saying 1,000 naira.
For a plate of
Wow.
tomato.
I was like, oh my God. It's not funny. Oh.
Tomato before that you can buy
It's not funny and it's
You'll be
sad.
surprised that
That
even we here
300
self,
naira.
we are even enjoying when as regards getting things in the market compared to people in the rural area. Because themselves, maybe before you
Yeah,
say no kiosks, maybe those people don't have to go to the village town, you understand, to
go
go
and
get
check.
it. And when they get those things back
yeah,
to the village, they will not have to add price. You understand? Because it's not expensive.
exactly. Yeah, because the cost of transporting those things down to those villages.
That is it. That is it. Because when I
Yeah.
noticed that thing was in Osun State, where I was posted there for youth service.
Okay.
The village they took me to. So when I was going, people were like, Mary, you enjoy it because since it's a village, things will
Yeah,
be
this will be
cheaper.
cheap.
Babes, it's not like that though. When I got to that village, normally in the Oshobo town, then you see pure water for maybe 200 naira a bag. When I got to that, I also that they are selling 300. I was like, inside this village. And now they now said because they will have to go to the town to go and buy it and come inside this
Yeah,
bush. Okay, and I was like,
yeah,
if you remove that mentality that people in the village get things at a cheaper rate, it's actually not like that sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes it's higher compared to what we
yeah.
think.
But if it's only those local
It is
foods,
higher.
like
Okay, now
all those local
you
foods
see
that
red
are
oil.
cheaper.
Red oil is expensive, and the way you get it here, that is how expensive it is in the village. And we know they produce red oil in the village.
Thank
Then
you.
when you ask them,
Yeah,
they'll tell you that if they sell it at a cheaper price, how can they get foodstuffs? Because they need to buy other things, right?
For
You
themselves
yeah, you
too.
make this oil, you sell it, you just like your own means of earning, your own means of getting money. If you sell it at a cheaper price, how can you now buy at a cheaper price? How can you now get food? So now people now work according to the current trend because things are expensive. Whatever I
yeah,
do, even if it's on my own farmland, even if normally I know it's not costing me anything, because
Let
I
me
want to
just
purchase
increase the
other items,
price.
I need to, you understand, sell it at a higher
Yeah.
price. It is
yeah.
what it is. But God will help us.
Yes,
Let's just go into the next paper because we want to keep talking about this Nigerian problem. We'll not leave here today. Okay, I think let's check the blueprints. The blueprints. And the big headline says Buhari's 30 trillion naira ways and means. Other reason for nation's woes. This is coming from Mogalu. Be patient with our reform. Tinubu begs Nigeria again.
Tinubu has been
Grain
begging.
donation from Ukraine not shameful. Idris replies Obi. Oh my God, this is serious. Implement cash transfer to save low income earners. IMF urges federal government. Let me take this one again. Implement cash transfer to save low income earners. IMF urges federal government. Okay. And there is this story that says integrity fetches Kanu keke rider Awalu 250 million base varsity scholarship. Okay, integrity. That's nice. And another one says, military won't truncate Nigeria's democracies. Coming from Lagbaja, and that's on page 6 of the Blueprint newspaper. I think there are other headlines there. Okay, Zamfara troops rescue 15 kidnapped victims, neutralize bandits. Troops rescue 15 kidnapped victims, neutralize bandits. Okay,
This is funny.
Kirby to provide free petrol, Rabada relief for masses. Oh, that's nice. Suicide, 3 children of deceased mother get Enugu Governor's Wife Scholarship. That's on page 13 of the Punch. Okay, the Nigerian Blueprint. And there's another one that says news. Benue confirms Lassa fever, measles outbreak. Wow, those are those not funny. Those
It's
not
health
funny.
news.
Our operation not affected by banks of Ghana sanction. This coming from First Bank Ghana. It's alright. Reports all African games. Eden wins Nigerian first medical in tennis. And that's on page, I think, on 32 of the Nigerian Blueprint. Okay, these are all the stories we have this morning on the Blueprint. I think there are some positive news we can delve into in the Blueprint. Trove rescue 15. 15 kidnapped victims, neutralize bandits. The thing is, it is where this kidnapping, do you know that in as much as we are trying to see it as if it's a normal thing, it's still happening, it's still taking place.
I say now, people are scared of even leaving their house. Like, are you sure if I leave my house today, I'm going to return back? No matter where you're staying, because this kidnap thing is everywhere, it's all around the country. You can just leave in your door and they pick you up, and it's not fair.
It's really not fair. You
It's
cannot
not
say,
fair.
okay, oh, this is a free time, maybe because it's in the daytime, we are free, because it's before, people are scared of going out only in the night, right?
Now people
Only
are
in the
scared
night.
of going out in the day.
But right now, it's naturally not just in the night. It is anytime. It can actually happen to anybody at any time. It's just that maybe if it has not happened to someone you know, you might not know how serious this is. The one that pains me the more is when these people tend to kidnap people, ask for ransom, you pay. I don't know if there's one thing that happened in Abuja that other time. I think the lady has been married for some years, and hopefully she finally God actually give her a child. She got pregnant and invited the mother. You understand? Down to Abuja. This is so heartbreaking. You know, I said this is so heartbreaking. She gave birth.
Okay.
They ended up kidnapping the mom and her. You know that kind of thing that, let me say, you've not had child for years in your
And
marriage.
finally,
Yeah, that kind of, with that celebration, the mother came around. Now, leaving the child. They kidnapped the lady and the mother, leaving
and
the
left
child.
the baby.
Yes, and left the baby. Now, the thing is, these people demanded for a ransom, right? And even though they couldn't get that exact amount, you get, I think they tried to raise some millions of naira. Now, you know they didn't spare those people.
They killed them both.
It is that sad. So it's
That,
really, really
that
not
I will
funny.
call that a blessing that has
So what is
been
our
turned
fate?
to a
What
curse.
is our fate in the country? So it is funny where when I now saw that story yesterday where they were now saying they want to send the security forces to go guide the warehouse, and I was like, so we have people that they could send, you understand, to
Go and
guide
buy
warehouse, and we don't have enough security for people in the country. You understand? We don't have enough. So let me tell you, sometimes that you see the police standing on the road during the daytime. That's the place they're standing. If you pass that place around 9-10, you see that they're out.
You won't even see any.
You see that they're out.
Like,
Most times they don't even
in
stay in
fact,
the
vehicle.
night. They also value their own life. You get. So I really don't know. I really don't know who is guiding who.
Somebody said something the other time. He said Nigeria is a country where if robbers come to attack you and you call on the military personnel, those military personnel will come when the robbery has ended. And it's not meant to be like that. What is now their purpose? Why do we call them our security personnel if they cannot be there at the time we really, really need them?
I think this story from coming from the Benue State about this Mizu and the last batch. I think this Mizu of the thing normally comes out during the heat period.
Yeah, I think it's caused by heat.
Normally during the, and that thing is really, really not funny. Dangerous. Anyway, God will help them. It is well. Okay. Favor. I don't know if she's still in the house. Okay, and there's this one again. I think the blueprint is helping us, with some positive news. I saw Kirby to provide free petrol Ramadan relief for masses. Petrol is on the high, you understand? So if you see free petrol, you should be happy.
I'm telling you, those
It's a
people
good
are
one.
actually going to be happy. But another thing,
Do you know that petrol is one thing that they give you now? You should be joyful.
you would rejoice.
You should be joyful. Because normally before when there's heat like this, you see a lot of people will put on their generator.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing a lot of generator sound these days, so
Now everybody they mad.
because is that how many liters will you
managing
buy? How many liters will you buy?
The
And
last-
how long? you want to get food stuff for yourself. You've not been able to get enough food stuff for yourself.
You want to
You are
buy
now
fuel.
delving into getting fuel. So it's opportunity cost. So just like in economic scale of preference.
You-
Which one is your want and your need? Which one is important? You
Go
check
for
these
the need,
things.
though. Go
You
for
check
the
these
need,
things.
please.
Okay, let me see this one. I said suicide. 3 children of deceased mother get Enugu's governor's wife.
I think
scholarship.
Blueprint
These are-
has a lot of positive.
yes, I said we don't know what we see in the
vibes for
papers
us
today. Is it just about the food,
Telling
the
you.
food, the insecurity, the leadership, the kind of not
Yes,
caring about the
yes.
people? But this is a good one
Something.
from coming from the Enugu State governorship
Yes.
wife. At least things like these are encouraging. Things like these are
Yeah,
positive
and help
news.
people.
Yes, these are things we want to see. I don't know. Maybe you take one paper before we go on a quick break.
Okay, we'll be taking the Matrix. The Matrix.
Okay.
So the big story there is still federal government will be in war.
Obi
of
is now
words.
talking. Obi is now talking. He's not calm before. I remember that the CEO will say when we come on when we come on the morning show like this, you say, what is happening? Obi has been silent. Even if he lost the
I
election,
think he was
has not
very.
been talking.
He actually wanted
Yes,
to.
but right now it's everywhere. It's always everywhere
Yeah.
on the
So it
news.
says federal government will be in war of words over food aid from Ukraine. Under it says donation from Ukraine aims to save Nigeria from hunger caused by economic mismanagement. They also say it's sad Nigeria receiving aid from a country it has potentials to be better now.
This is not funny, but we have pride in this country. I know we have pride.
I was listening to something.
You
the
know
other day, someone
that news I
talking
read that they said Ukraine. You understand? They're trying to
Russia were fighting.
no,
Okay.
the Ukraine. They're not
Okay,
to get that 250 clones. So you know you have to go other comments. The comments are funny. I don't want to read it here because it's not even necessary. People are like, Ukraine is fighting, not giving Nigeria food. That means it has not gone that bad. Ukraine fighting, giving us food. It has not gone that bad. It's really, really not funny at all. Honestly. Just
He
continue.
said accepting grains from Ukraine does not make Nigeria a failed country.
Do we have Edo in the house?
Government fights back.
Is
Yes.
Edo back? Okay, welcome back. I think
Yes.
your network is disturbing. Okay, we are taking the metrics,
Yeah.
the headlines. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
So another story here says confusion as federal government backtracks, says UAE has not lifted visa ban on Nigeria. Under it said the document didn't emanate from the Nigerian or UAE government, says Onanugwa. Then also we have LCCI cautions federal government expatriate employment levy will impact FDI. Still, we have another one that says this one was stated by UCL. You never know. Haaland hits at move away from Man City. I think this is
That's from the sports desk.
Yes,
Alarm.
at page
The goal machine. That's what I call it.
16. Yeah. So another story here is about again army reiterates commitment to defending democracy in Nigeria, and terrorists abduct over 100 female IDPs in Borno. This is bad. This story. Another story here says EFCC intercept 21 food-laden truck bound for Chad and Cameroon. You can find that on page 3. And on page 3 also, you can also find traffic diversion and third mainland bridge, Island Iana Oworo bound carriageway closed. Still on page 3 on the Matrix, you can find Bezos dethrones Musk as world's richest man. Dangote maintains top spots in Africa.
So this actually the affects not affecting Dangote.
How see, there's some kind of persons you can never expect hardship to come near those
As
persons.
in,
It just cannot come near those persons, whether you like it or not. Okay, so I think this is from Nollywood or from the film industry. It says Disney animation Kugali new series Iwaju premiered.
this is on the metrics.
On the Matrix on page 15. I think I saw a picture concerning this particular movie. That's they've now made it in an animation way. For those of you that watch anime, you can
But
explore
this
what
thing,
you are
let's
doing.
this thing is a serious something. This confusion. Favor, can you hear me? This confusion as federal
Yes, I
government backtrack says that UAE has not lifted visa ban on Nigeria. I know that, let's be sincere, you know that the truth is the Nigerians in UAE, there are a lot of negative things they are doing there.
Hmm.
You understand? There are a lot of, yes, they are committing a lot. But you know that there's this saying that one egg, nine
Mm.
they spoil another. But do you think that because of what some Nigerians are doing, it should affect the rest of the Nigerians? Because it's actually difficult to get visas to travel to UAE because of the crimes that the Nigerian people
Now it's
are
very,
committing.
very hard.
Because
Very,
sometimes
very
they
hard.
just go to their apartments, pack them, put them in the prison, or maybe they call it a camp, something like that. They keep them there 2 3 months. They send them back to Nigeria. Funny enough, you will not take even
A dime.
a pin from your house. You understand that kind of thing? You that traveled out
And you carry things
to
and
make,
went there.
yes, to earn a living.
You just take it back to
You
your
that traveled
house.
out to earn a living, all the things you've gotten in your house. You don't know. They just come into your place. Their place there. You get. They carry you, put you in their camp, maybe stay for 2 3 months. If you're even carrying here, they bab it. You understand? Make you look like a prisoner or so. Then they send you back to Nigeria. So me, I feel like my own take on this is, if you get those people that are violating the laws of the UAE, you get,
Mhm.
they already know that these are the things that are prohibited in UAE, then they should face whatever consequences that comes with it. But you
And
shouldn't
be
restrict
innocent.
other Nigerians, because I know that if you're in UAE and you say, yeah, they ask you which country do you come from, and you say, which country are you from, and you say you are Nigeria, you
You're
look
in
like
trouble.
one terrorist, you look like
You're in-
one bad person. A lot of Nigerians now try to use another country's nationality, you understand, and say they're citizens of another country, deny your own Nigeria. So I feel like the best thing they would have done is, if any Nigerian is violating the laws of the UAE, they face the consequences, but not restrict other Nigerians from entering the country. You get, and you not just pack anybody you see, whether you have visa or not. You pack them, put them in the camp, send them back to Nigeria. It's not funny. At least we are people. People should stop treating like we don't have options. So people, I don't know. We're on the same page. What's your take on this? Okay, I think they're having network issues. So the thing is, I don't know, Edo is having network issues, but my take on this is, please, they shouldn't treat Nigerians, you understand,
That
as
way.
if we are homeless or we don't have hope people in the country. I know that, yes, so most of Nigerian people, they decide to hustle. We have this hustling spirit in us. We want
It's
to do
always
things.
there.
Yes, but they shouldn't use it on us. If you violate the law, it looks like when you do something bad, you should be the one facing the consequences, and not like
Another
it's
person.
affecting every other Nigerians there. You can't do your things freely. You can't work freely, even when you have.
You're
There's
even
a time
scared,
that
like you're looking over your
it's got
shoulder.
to a point that they don't care whether you have papers or not, whether your visa has expired or not. They just carry you, like they burst into their houses without their consent. You get. It's not funny. It's not funny.
We
Well,
just pray they stop this mixing of bad eggs and good eggs together,
and
because
face people that
and
needs to
face
be
the
faced.
main people that needs to be faced. Exactly, face the main people that needs to be faced.
And here again, we see terrorists abduct over 100 female IDPs in Borno. That is what I'm saying. You just come into the papers, you see one sad news or the other. This is where,
I think I want to read that article. It
okay.
says Boko Haram insurgents have carried out a mass adoption of
Which headline is that? You're
it's
trying to
under terrorists abduct over 100
Okay.
female IDPs
Okay.
in Borno State. So it says Boko Haram insurgents have carried out a mass adoption of dozens of women and boys. That means they didn't even include the boys and boys from internally displaced persons camps in Ngala, Borno State, according to local sources. While a local source claims dozens were adopted, a security source estimates the number to be around 113. The incident occurred last Sunday when the women and boys ventured into the bush to collect firewood for domestic use and commercial sales. This is the problem. The insurgents surrounded the group in Bulakunte bush, west of Igala town. They released the elderly captives, but reportedly took 319 young girls and some younger boys deeper into the bush. 3 girls managed to escape during the night and returned to Ngala after a 2-day trek. They reported being taken close to Buka Miriam village in Chad. Far Chad. Most of the abducted individuals were from Sansani, Zulum, and Arabic IDP camps. The source from the Baban Sansani camp attributed the firewood collection to the insufficient food rations provided by the camp, forcing residents to seek alternative means of income.
Okay.
I don't even want to read more on the story
No,
because
it's of no use. It's of no use.
it's
Really, really hard.
painful. We're still crying on the ones that were carried, I think 2014 or thereabout, and another one is.
But I ask myself, now what are they doing with
Recurring
them? What are they doing with them?
That is the
What are they
funniest part.
doing with them?
What's the exact purpose of carrying this particular person? Well,
These things is really not funny. Like you come here, you just see sad things. That's why the fact that yes, most times you just look as if you want to laugh about it. Or see, the truth is it's really painful. They say if it has not happened to you, you will not
you
know.
will not,
Because
you
it
will
has
not
happened to
actually
you.
feel
It's
it.
really, really painful.
So
Please.
that person wey wear shoe know where e dey pain am.
Nigeria should be better than this. We can do better. We can do better. Honestly. Okay, we still have a lot of papers to review, but we'll go on a quick break. And when we come back, we still talk about some headlines. I don't know. We hope to see a lot of positive news, just like what the blueprint gave to us. We want to
That's the
see
best
other positive news from all the
newspaper
papers.
today.
But it's really, really sad. All the stories we've been seeing so far has been one sad news or the other. But this is not the Nigeria we are supposed to have. You understand? Nigeria is supposed to be better than this. And we hope for a better country. Don't go anywhere if you are. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
Are you tired of endless search for the perfect property? Look no further. Let SRTV Real Estate be your trusted partner in the journey to finding your dream home.
We can offer you a dream home in a serene environment and beautiful ambience, surrounded with modern nature. That's definitely what you crave for. Well, you asked for it, and here we have it. Why not live the best of your dreams by making do with time, space, and value? The smartest form of real estate investment is that which is done at the initial public offer.
Join the long list of satisfied clients who have chosen SRTV Real Estate for all their property needs. We pride ourselves in turning your dreams into homes.
Act today. Secure your slice of a palace, even on a flexible payment plan, and embark on a journey towards a brighter tomorrow. Your dream is valid, living in a place of fabulous wealth and great opportunities. Don't compromise the standards of living. Explore the world of vast opportunities by investing in SRTV Real Estate today. Superb location, habitable, accessible, attractive, and a secret to every smart investor. For your real estate, SRTV is trusted and reliable.
Contact us today with the number on the screen or
Email us at realestate@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Are you tired of endless search for the perfect property? Look no further. Let SRTV Real Estate be your trusted partner in the journey to finding your dream home.
We can offer you a dream home in a serene environment and beautiful ambience, surrounded with modern nature. That's definitely what you crave for. Well, you asked for it, and here we have it. Why not live the best of your dreams by making do with time, space, and value? The smartest form of real estate investment is that which is done at the initial public offer.
Join the long list of satisfied clients who have chosen SRTV Real Estate for all their property needs. We pride ourselves in turning your dreams into homes.
Act today. Secure your slice of a palace, even on a flexible payment plan, and embark on a journey towards a brighter tomorrow. Your dream is valid, living in a place of fabulous wealth and great opportunities. Don't compromise the standards of living. Explore the world of vast opportunities by investing in SRTV Real Estate today. Superb location, habitable, accessible, attractive, and a secret to every smart investor. For your real estate, SRTV is trusted and reliable.
Contact us today with the number on the screen or
Email us at realestate@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Now this 01/29/2024 will be 01 good trip.
I feel like we should the newspaper review where we talk about the paper and everything that is happening in the country. And now I want to see the news, the next paper. Okay, that will be coming from the leadership. At Leadership Award, only drastic action can save Nigeria's economy. Coming from Gladly. Okay, advises Tinubu to reduce their cabinet, go after banks still take over forest manipulation, economic not in distress, president replies, awards, who to do more, says governors. I am not desperate to be president coming from Obi. Recognize those daring to seize responsibilities coming from Nda Isaiah. And here's the story that says, honesty, the Kanu Keke Rider and Waldo reached 250 million PhD scholarship. That's on page 7. I think it's one of the good stories we've seen so far on today's. Who threats? Army has no desire to truncate democracy. Coming from Labaja dollar video. Only EFCC can prosecute down the courts. Page 22 of the leadership newspaper. Federal government blames food scarcity on smuggling, flooding others. Now they are shifting blame. That's good. That's good. Briefing trending seeks help from Zimbabwe on inflation crisis. Okay, and another one that says numbers. AFDP approves $134 million for Nigerian food production. Wow, that's on page 2 of the leadership newspaper. I think these are all the stories you have this morning on the leadership. Do we have favor in the house? Edo, are you put there? But I think only drastic action can save Nigeria's economy. But that's the truth. That's
The
just
drastic
truth.
action, there are some people that are willing to take this drastic action. But another thing is, if they even take this drastic action, would we accept it? Because we are complaining, it's true that it's itching everybody. But if this drastic action is taken, we don't know from where it's going to come from, though. How are we going to accept it as citizens of this country?
And the thing is, blaming the thing saying that is food smuggling, you understand, that is causing hardship. I think this is shifting blames. And at this point, we are actually not interested, you understand, to focus on blames being shifted on
We
the
need
people.
something to be done.
Is the federal government doing anything? Have they been doing anything as regards the cost of food? Right now, they think it's easy for they want don't start arresting or even when I was hearing they want to start giving money to citizens and all of that. The thing was getting me angry. I was taking it that personal because how much do you think the money? You understand? We actually sort, or how do you think the money will actually solve Nigerians' problem right now? How much? 25,000 naira. Not
Naira to
we are
the
not at the
market.
time where you be shifting blames. I understand that yes, food smuggling is now on the high side. They are not smuggling food, and yet they are doing something about it. That one is a different thing. I feel like they should still delve into the agricultural sector, and by doing this, invest more. You understand, on the agricultural sector. It's very very important for we as a people in the country. Nigeria is large. Nigeria is big. You understand? Nigeria as a
Yeah.
country is just too big for people to start suffering for food. You
Mhm.
understand? It's not a good one. Like I said, it is too early. We're just
So
starting the year and negative stories.
and
Because it is just the poor people that tend to suffer at the end of the day. It's not be the
At SRTV Film Academy, our students are not just learners. Through our comprehensive programs and hand-on trainings, they are transformed into confident and skilled professionals ready to face the world of filmmaking and journalism. We offer a range of courses from film acting to cinematography, costume and makeup design, special effects, script writing, directing, and lots more. Take the first step to unleashing your potentials on the big screen. Do well to register with us today. Remember, there is always a professional way to doing everything.
Acting is my true passion. I can't wait to dive into the beautiful world of character interpretations. The ability to step into someone else's shoes, feel what they feel, bring their stories to life is an exhilarating experience for me. SRTV Film Academy has a comprehensive curriculum that will help me refine my acting skills, explore different acting techniques, and of course, help me find my unique voice as an actor. I am so ready to take on any role, embrace any challenge, and make my impact in the world of film.
Cinematography has always fascinated me, and I am thrilled to be able to hone my skill at SRTV Film Academy, and I can already envision myself behind camera capturing electrifying, breathtaking shots that will leave the audience in awe. Yeah, for real.
Being a part of SRTV Film Academy means I get to take my love for makeup to a whole new level. Special effects makeup is like magic, I tell you. Allow me to create scars, wounds, and fantastic creatures. I can't wait to learn to use the art of prosthetic to create imaginary world. And all hands on deck and guidance from professionals at SRTV Film Academy will help refine my skill and turn my passion into a career. I'm eager to unleash.
Welcome back, viewers, from that quick break. We're still on the show, the newspaper review, where we talk about everything happening in the world of politics and at large. Sometimes you get positive news, and sometimes you get negative news. It is what it is. We are Nigerians, and we are used to it. So we adapt.
Suffering and
We are
surviving.
sorry, God bless you. Yeah, we are used to it. So we adapt to every situation. But you see, this food, never. We're not going to adapt.
Nobody's adapting.
Food is important because you cannot work with hungry stomach. You understand? You cannot work with hungry stomach. You need to eat first so that you have sense to do whatever you want to do.
I'm telling you, so that your head will not be hot.
I think before I went on that quick break, I think Favor was actually taking the Guardian.
Okay, so I'll continue on the Guardian. Alleged dollar bribe, court stops Gadu J's probe. I said you can find that on page 5. More food-laden trucks seized at borders as IMF 6 and to hardship. On page 6, insider collaboration responsible for over 70% bank fraud, says EFCC. That's a business news, and you can find that on page 15. Sharia Council urges federal government to end hunger and insecurity. You can find that on page 29. Federal government maintains UAE visa ban on Nigerian subsidies. News page on page 3. No country provides equal opportunities for women. W Bank asserts. You can find that news on The Guardian on page 3. I think that's all for The Guardian newspaper this morning.
Consumers switch to used gadgets as foreign exchange prices worsen tech adoption. This is where I don't know. God will help us in this country. But there's this alleged dollar bribe. Court stops Gandhi probe. This regime, this regime, everybody will collect. You know what they say? Collect. Everybody will collect one after the other. People are collecting. Now, there's this story that caught my attention. Insider collaboration responsible for over 70% of bank fraud, says the FCC. Do you agree with this? Now, let me tell you. Although it's based on my understanding, you know that sometimes this bank fraud you are saying, so I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to kind of bring
anybody back.
Yes, some of these bank workers, they also work with these people.
That's why he's an insider now.
Yes.
That's why he's an insider, because if you don't know anything about the system, you can't help
easy.
it.
That is it. Do you know why? Because when you do this thing, you get your own cuts, your own percentage.
Yeah, and
So
everybody's always looking for
everybody is
sides.
fighting for their stomach. It is way. So every sector has a problem.
Every
Every
single
sector has a problem, because you cannot even do bank fraud if there is no insider there. You understand? Helping you out with it. So these are the things we need to consider. We say yes, the federal government, but we as a people, what are we doing?
So, in fact, I would say somehow, in a way,
We as a
that
people, what are we doing
they
for
kill ourselves.
But it is because of the
We are-
hunger. It is because
See,
of the hunger.
everything still
Because you're
boils
not,
back
yes,
to
because you're not
food.
getting money. Then every other side business you want to do, whether legal or illegal, you want to delve into it.
Just
to
make sure you see something to help you get food in your stomach.
It is where Nigeria.
Will
Oh my
prevail.
gosh. Like I'm breathing down right
We
now.
definitely have to
It's really not
prevail on
funny.
this one.
Okay, I think I have to take the next paper. We need to be fast as much as we can, because we're taking much time. Investor confidence. That is on a new Telegraph. The new Telegraph. Let's see if there's a different thing on this paper. Investor confidence. Man tackles federal government over expatriate employment levy. And the writer says 335 firms distressed, 767 shut down in 2023. Nigeria economy not in distress. This is coming from Tinubu.
Nigeria economy not in what?
I laugh. Insists country on right path, plead for patience. If country is on right path, why are you pleading for patience? States federal government attracted $30 billion FDI to issue executive order for national police Veterans Day celebration. This is way. So the country is not in distress. We are in good order, and they're telling us to calm down.
We're
Okay, now
living in
Favour,
happiness.
Deborah, sorry. I don't know why am I calling you Favour?
I think because
Please, you have a door in the house. You have a
Edo was
door.
supposed to be on
Let me
the
know if
show.
you're alone.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
Your president said, I'm still taking the new Telegraph, though I'm not done.
Okay.
But Nigeria said, Nigeria is not in distress. We are not in distress, sorry.
We're in happiness.
But they are pleading that we should be patient. So I'm asking, you as a person, if you are not in distress, how would they be asking you to be more patient? Patient about what? Patient in a comfortable environment. Let me understand. So what are we patient about?
He said we should calm down, that the reforms, like I said before, I said Rome was not built in a day. So let's say the reforms, although it's taking time, but it will it will definitely get better. So we should not fret. We should not worry so much. That's what he's trying to say.
It get better. Having a positive mindset towards this country.
That is how to
Nice.
survive this country. Oh.
Okay, and there's
Yes.
another story that says fraudulent concession. Rep someone big economy, transport ministers probe on crypto digital asset transaction, and you can find that story on page 2 and 6 of the Telegraph. Someone who raises bursary scholarship for indigents, basically challenge students. Oh, this is a good one. A nice news.
Very
That's on
nice.
page 26 of the new Telegraph. EFCC arrests 21 charged carbon food laden
Still
trucks.
food.
And that story is on page 9, 10, and 28. Only collaborative efforts will bring development to Niger Delta. And it's coming from Macaulay. Okay? And there's a story that says body of benchers admit Amechi 4,411 new lawyers to bar.
Wow, so they will be called to bar today.
Blackouts in NAS disrupts legislative activities. That's on page 6 and 29 of the new Telegraph. And there's a story here that says Binance ends Naira services in Nigeria. I was looking for that story because I've seen it since yesterday night.
Binance.
It's really okay. IMF 18.6 million Nigeria experiencing food insecurity. Are you sure we are not more than that? Because now I'm seeing we are more than that 18 points. People should not try to bring down the number. Every Nigeria is experiencing it, apart from the rich, because you have two languages according to the priest. The language of the rich
And
and the language of the poor. But only the poor in Nigeria, we are more than this figure you are giving us. but it is well, sha.
Because people are giving birth every day.
And yes, this story say only African style democracy will stop politicians from winning by hook or crook. This is Obasanjo. It's coming from Obasanjo. That is page 4 of the New Telegraph. Pharmacy Council to all students. Avoid Cotonou. Togo varsities 29. In fact, I'm coming to that. When I'm done reading this paper, I'll come to that one.
Explain more.
Very, very important.
Explain more.
Avoid Cotonou. Togo, Cameroon varsities. I'm reading it again so that people hear it very well. Okay, Lassa fever, Benue records. I think people understand that. Okay, but this is giving us the figure though. And Benue records and 13 deaths, 725 suspected, 55 confirmed cases. Wow. I think the Lassa fever and the measles. Wow.
The heat
is well.
The heat.
It's normally during this period I see that measles. It's really not funny. That's the sad one. Page 30 of the New Telegraph. IGP bans POS machines at police stations as fast as possible. The corruption is too much.
It is very good.
Every sector. Okay, now this one says Sharia Council to the federal government tackling corruption will address prevailing situation in Nigeria. Now, as government to reflect on implications of state police, we are scaling up our technologies to overrun terrorists. And this coming from the minister. Page 2 and 6 of the New Telegraph. Now, this one says study. Sugary or diet sodas can raise irregular heart rhyme. That's irregular heart reading. That's on page 29 of the New Telegraph. This morning, I don't understand. New Telegraph, they have a lot of headlines, a lot of stories, plenty here and there.
Sugary or diet soda. So we should be careful on how much we take sodas a lot. Okay, our health is important too in this country.
Yeah, very important.
Hey.
But this one that's saying only African style democracy will stop politicians from winning by hook or crook. So which one is the African style democracy? Because as long as Nigeria is Nigeria. This country will remain this country. Eh? Which one is only African style?
Okay. We would ask what.
There is an headline I have been seeing. I don't know if maybe when my internet was not working, if you people talk about it or something.
What's that?
The one talking about the army saying they don't want to come in, like disrupt the democracy going on in Nigeria. So I wanted to ask, will it be cool if they come in military rule, or we should still stick with this democracy? What do you think about that? I really want to know your opinion on that.
I know that a lot of people have been trying to shy away or hide from that military rule. I heard it's not easy.
It's not safe. It's not safe.
You'll be like saying, I want to slave something, you know. If you do anyhow, it's not like somebody will sit back and be talking in the office. This is why you are seeing them enforcing the law. Anyone you prohibit, you understand? You face the consequences.
Yes.
If you go against any law, you face it. But that's the problem. Now we are complaining that we are suffering, Abby. But you know that we cannot face the military regime.
No, we cannot.
This
current generation cannot.
We cannot. If you just violate any law, you collect.
It's like they say
you confront yourself.
An eye for an eye.
You confront yourself. But the thing is, you know, there's some people of the opinion that if the military coming to power with better situation of the country, like this present situation, because it's not funny. You know, if this thing continues, we are not starting this month, right? You can imagine we facing this kind of
for extra 2-3 years
crisis, hike in the price of food, insecurity for 6 months from now. You can imagine how terrible it will be. So I think if we don't have any options, if the military we make us to be that Nigerian, I'm saying that nobody can actually oppose me. But if we know that the military coming into power, we now stop other countries from giving us food.
So we allow
we now stop hiking the price of food. Insecurity, we go. We cannot really work in our country.
Yes.
All those unnecessary illegal activities in the country.
Yes.
The thing is, when you now want them to go out, it will be difficult. You can't just remove them from from where they are ruling. If it is military, the military will be there. But if they can better the country, they can adopt it though. We still have obedient Nigeria like us. We can obey.
We will live by the rules and regulations.
I remember you with me on the page. Let's
She
go.
said,
For long.
If
Just for a
if
short
so,
period to
if
clean away
no-
all the mess. Let them clean away all the mess and give us our normal president. We can understand. So what do you think?
like she said, the present generation cannot survive military. He said the present generation cannot survive military rule. I to some extent, I think that should be correct, but I think we will still survive, Sha. We will survive. We can no longer. I think we're bashing ourselves online and all those kind of things. Like we just come and we just talk and I don't think we can do that anymore. And I think that's what. And I think that's what is keeping these younger generations. That's what they will say. That's what makes them happy. So any small talk, we can find ourselves in jail. I think
That's what I said.
Let's be sincere.
I don't think we can survive it.
The way people are finding it tough, the way people are finding it difficult. If you say they should adopt the military regime, some people will decide ideas. You know why? They feel like they should just a kind of clean the system.
Yes.
The system needs
But
to
we will not be able to survive. It will be so difficult for. It will be so difficult.
The system needs to be watched so that they will know that these are the things affecting Nigeria, taking Nigeria backward. All those setbacks you get. I feel like if they can come for, it's not like to rule us for 4 years, 8 years old.
Yeah, they can come and clean
for 1 year. Don't come
system.
Just change.
But you know you cannot use people like that. They cannot tell them to just come and go. But we just want them to just come and clean the system for us. You get, and let's see if we can have a better Nigeria. Because we keep on talking about better Nigeria, bettering the country, and things keep getting worse. It is one sad story or the other, and they feel like we are getting used to hearing the sad story. It's not a good one for a country where people live in. That it looks as if it's not a norm for Nigerians to always carry one sad news on the other.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you ask me, I feel like I buy that idea. The military can come in. Just clean all the dirty decks in the country. But I cannot go into another paper without talking about this headline. This story here that says Pharmacy Council of Students avoid Cotonou, Togo, Cameroon universities. I really don't understand it. I'm not trying to neglect Cotonou. I'm not trying to neglect it. But you know what these people do? You know that most times our so-called Nigerians will go there and buy results.
Yeah, I think
so now for someone in the medical field, you know that it has to do with lives of people, a professional course for that matter. Now you tell me you go to Cameroon, sometimes you don't even hear that French that they're speaking. You don't even hear the
You don't
French.
understand what they're saying.
That level of seriousness. If you actually want to study into the medical field, you have Nigerians. I understand. We have Nigeria, good schools in Nigeria. I understand that another problem we have is this ASU strike and all of that. But I don't think the Cameroon stuff is the best idea because let me tell you, a lot of Nigerians just go there to buy results. You understand? Without even understanding what that result is all about. So, but when you are in the medical field, I don't even think that's the right thing to do. You need to actually understand what you are doing. You understand in that field. Because they feel like it's easy to get things done in Cameroon. You know, Nigeria, we not to overlook things now. Yes, so that's just it. I don't know if there are other headlines here that we need to look into. Okay, and so Tinubu has no excuse not to restructure Nigeria at Penny. And Tinubu said people should have patience now.
We are patient Nigerians, suffering and smiling.
Okay, it says under Obasanjo president, 2 federal governments reported 20 times in an effort to implement restructuring. Is that right? And I hope all these things will be tackled, Sha. I hope. This one I started hearing military.
I won't be surprised to wake up tomorrow morning. No.
Let me just say, I'm trying to say out and record the show. Can you take the next paper? Let's not go into the word.
Okay. Have we taken Daily Trust?
No.
Okay. Daily Trust here says terrorists adducts cause of female IDPs in Borno. The left camp is set for firewood. Community leader is saying only 4 of 417 returned so far. Military Borno, government more. Then here we have tribalism flawed election bane of quality leadership. Jonathan, we can find this in page 12. Then we have mixed feeling as Binance exits Nigeria. And we have this on page 23. We have Lassa fever kills 13 as measles, Buruli, ulcer hit Benue. We have this on page 7. I think we have seen that before. Then FG to Israel, stop war on Gaza. Then we have repent or leave Kanu. His ban CG tells immoral persons. Then Nigeria's economy not in distress, Tinubu says. If you have seen before, then Ghana's central bank suspend FX license of 2 Nigerian banks. I think that's all we have.
We're having problem everywhere. But now, sometimes we say federal government to Israel stop war on Gaza. Nigeria should stop talking that way. See, can we just face Nigerian problem first? Because we have a lot of problem in the country. They should face Nigeria and leave other place. Because it looks as if when another country have problem. People, are you with me? We'll put them out. Problem. We are always there, peacemakers, always there to come out and do things. Let us see. But we have problem in Nigeria.
I say we are living and suffering.
Is it just one on Gaza that is it worse compared to this security level in Nigeria? Is it not people? Okay, now you are the one that took that daily trust, right? Now, see this. Terrorists are just scores of female IDPs in Borno. They look at the left camp in search of their wolves. What will these people give to these people now? What can they get from these people that even went to search of their wolves? Is it money that they think they have to give to them?
Exactly.
You get poor people that are still suffering. You understand? You are still there adopting them. So I really don't know. These things are just shared wickedness.
Yeah. Humanity is cruel. That's what I would
Because
say.
even if they ask their people for money, they don't even have to give.
They don't have money. They want to get the money from.
I don't know.
And again, this terrorist abduct scores of we don't even know the exact number because I think I read it in one of our recent papers. It said 100, and reading down the news, it said 100. We don't have an actual.
Only 4. Right? Only 4 out of 117 that returned.
That returned, yes.
I don't know.
It's
See,
so
it's
sad.
God that is keeping Nigeria. Let's just leave all these things. It's God that is keeping every citizen in this country.
I say tribalism flawed elections day of quality leadership. The thing is, it's not something we can stop. Whether another election comes up, tribalism has always been there. Not just tribalism, religion has always been there. Now, once you start for election, you see us put the religion first. We put tribe first. We start considering this thing for our own selfish thinking and mindset. Because that is insensitivity, if you ask me. Is it about the right person that will rule the country and better the country, or your tribe being there? Your tribe being there, is it giving you any specialty as a person?
Does he even know you?
Or you need someone that is competent to be there as a president? I really don't understand. They said it's only the world of sport that brings us together as a people in this country. That is when you see that we come together, we do things together as Nigerians, then everybody do away with the tribe, you do away with the religion, and after that, once it comes to politics, you will see that it has to do with
different
tribalism and all of that, which is making no sense. I feel like we are suffering right now, we are complaining. Before you know, election will still come up, right? And you will see placing tribes first instead of competency. Instead of people that you know that they merit it. We just need to do better. In as much as we tend to blame the federal government, I feel we as a people can just try and do better for ourselves. Because we still have our younger generations to come, and it is the things they are learning from us right now. That's what we adopt as a person. So we should just try to remove that sentiment of somebody becoming your ruling. Like, let's be like my tribe is the one on seats. You understand? Because it's not somebody, even if, for example, it's my tribe that is on seats, is he putting money on my pocket?
Does he know you?
Should be someone that is competent to rule.
Does he know
that understand the Nigerian structure. I really don't know. But God will help us, yeah. And then I think the rest of the stories are almost same headlines. Let me just flip it through before we go to the sports. The first news, I don't know, did anyone take the first news? It says we are not interested in staging any coup, Nigerian army. And they are not interested. Okay. Since we are agents of democracy, we have no desire to truncate it.
Wow.
Vows to continue to defend Nigerian constitution.
Interesting.
Really? Me
So
that
they've
me
already
that
blown
here.
you off.
Me that I'm here trying to give people
They've
ideas
blown us
of
off.
how to even help us. Okay. New Prince, the researcher Nigerians ready offend inheritors and Tinubu. Okay, I think this one is it has been here before. This 30 trillion ways and means to end corruption. We've seen it before. Dangote plans London trading firm for Lagos refinery. Report. I told you that this thing is not affecting Dangote. Think I'm joking.
Rich
Custom
are getting
seized
richer.
120 trucks of smuggled grains in 2 weeks. Adeni says NCS auction confiscated food items. Okay, Nigerians economy in this people have said that one before. Okay, 3 women convicted for selling new naira notes at parties. This is very low.
This is
I am not desperate to be president, says Peter Obi. We have heard you, Peter. We have heard you. Let's face Nigeria first. Let's face Nigeria problem is too much. I don't know if anyone. Let's just look through the nations. Congrats to Tinubu, the visionaire. Sanwo-Olu, the actualizer. In 2025, although we understudy Sanwo-Olu, it's coming from Jimo Ibrahim.
wow.
It is very low. 72,000 tractors. That is on the nation, so I'm on the favor.
You need to
Yes, I can.
I'm on the nation. I don't know if you are following.
Yes, I am.
Okay. 72,000 tractors needed to enhance food security. Really? Okay. That's okay. There's this story I want to read. The commissioning. I think there's a picture on the blueprint on the nation. There's a picture on the nation that you take a look at the picture on the nation, and the story on it says the commissioning of the blue line rail by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. After that of the red line rail last year is test. Okay, let me see. Is testament to the power of vision, the imperative of continuing and diligent execution. The Babajide Sanwo-Olu government has scored a great goal. Lagos has set the pace for other states to follow. Really?
Wow.
Lagos has always been doing well now. Lagos has, just like what Oga said, that I don't know why they take a lot of things to Lagos. Development is there,
Everything.
but we are here in Nigeria. Can't we just try to still develop other places? It's for the good of the country. You get, so that when you come into the country, you know that it is not just this particular state. You understand that you should be proud about.
Every
Because
other
yes,
state
it's not like
is-
you always want to show people Abuja, show people Lagos, the developing parts, right? Places that develop. What about other states? Can't you just give them room for, like, even open their ports and all of that? Not just focusing on only Lagos. I don't know, said another Lagos would be another place, right? For other states to follow. That's nice. Okay, we've seen the Daily Sun now, right?
Yeah.
We are looking economy out of how we are taking economy out of woods. That is really good. That's nice. Okay, I think we should just go into the world of sports before we call the show a wrap. Favor, can you take us on sports?
Okay. Sporting Sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then it says, Alan, I want to win treble again with Man City.
The goal machine.
Then we have the Galacticos to raise Alfonso Davies offer to for £43 million. Then we have Ronaldo is my idol, says Saka. Then we have Tottenham's options contract talk. Then we have Iwobi in dramatic win of goal award. And according to make shock City exit. Barca wins demand for £60 million counted. Then Abat scores 150 1,000 TH goals in English top flight. Eric dodges Mbappe's questions. Then we have I have not spoken to Bellingham over red card. Then African Games, Ofiong Edem wins Nigeria's first medal.
Wow,
Then
congratulations.
A big congratulations.
Leicester City tips City tips Unity to return against Hull City. Then why Chelsea don't sign Osimhen in January. Anthony Joshua reacts to Guano's knockout vows. I think that's all we have on Sporting Sun this morning.
The thing is, our players, our Nigerian players, are actually doing well for us. In other clubs, actually doing well. Despite the fact that I know that we didn't actually win the AFCON, but it doesn't mean that they didn't try. Like I said, now you can see that even at the end of the day,
They did.
trying to prove everyone wrong.
Yeah.
When you feel like this person is not doing well in their skill, you just want you to step up on your game. It's not for you to. This Iwobi's own case made me understand that if people are trying to discourage you on what you're doing, it
Yeah.
is when you sit back and choose to be discouraged. That is when you fail. You get?
Yeah.
Instead, it is you against yourself. You understand? Fighting to become better. That is the best for you. Because trying to.
And I think very much that Nigerians, I think very much that Nigerians were wrong to bash Iwobi.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
true,
they are
that's
wrong.
true.
So most times,
They were-
in your, when
Very
you
wrong.
tend to discourage you, bring you down, I feel like it's an avenue for you to grow. Grow.
Build yourself back
We aren't
up.
perfect, right? You learn, you relearn, you learn, and until you perfect it. So I know that they forgot that he has also been scoring goals. He has also
Yeah.
been helping like too as regards scoring goals and winning matches. But just that mistake, you get everybody had to face him that he wasn't doing well. He wasn't fit for
Yeah.
the AFCON. But this is the country we find ourselves. But his story is just like it's just like another opportunity for us to learn from. You understand that if you are doing something and people tend to encourage you, you have a lot of negativities around you, just have a positive mindset towards yourself and say, I can do this.
Yeah.
You understand? And don't
Build
relent.
yourself back.
Yes.
Build yourself back.
Build yourself back. And you see, when you are winning, people will celebrate you, right?
But
You
you're
just have
losing.
you have to keep winning.
Exactly.
You said?
Exactly.
Congratulations to Ofiong, right? Idem. He wins Nigerian first medal. African Games. Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. They said why Chelsea didn't sign him in January. Let's see. I think the battle is between Chelsea and Arsenal. And me, I want him to come to Chelsea. Even
If
though
you should, though.
even though I think Oga and Blessing yesterday were saying you should come to Arsenal. But today I'm here telling you that you come to Chelsea. So see Chelsea needs you. You do well
We
in
need
Chelsea.
you. I'm telling you.
I'm saying,
Very
no, we
well.
still time in Arsenal. But at the end of the day, we'll still see who will sign him. Chelsea, we are still here. We're still here talking about every day. We'll come
He
on
needs to
this
still
review.
come out.
We'll still talk about sport. See the club that Osimhen will be playing for. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing Osimhen in Chelsea. This is what I think.
Me too.
I think
Okay,
people,
You said what?
no, I said Manchester United too. They are also wanting to sign him. I think so.
Oh my
That's
God.
the second
He's
people.
a big player.
It is. Okay, I think this would be a good place to call the
Yeah,
show
Chelsea.
wrap. The newspaper review. Favor, thank you for being on the show. Edo, Favor, I think you were having network issues today. Because most of when I call you, I'm not seeing
Yes.
you. Yes, so I hope tomorrow will be
Yeah.
better. Though. Thank you so much, Deborah, for being on the show.
Too.
Please, people should not allow Nigerian
The
problems to
network
weigh
is
you
not
down.
as high.
You said?
Yesterday, I said yesterday we could not join in at all, but it's better today. I could join
At
today,
least
so it's
you at least,
better.
even though not too stable, you are still there. There's an
Yes,
improvement
yes,
on it.
exactly.
I said we should not allow Nigerian problem to weigh us down. Let's still do the best we can do for ourselves.
Please keep
We
your
are-
head
yeah.
up
We're
high.
always having a positive mindset. So, Faye, what's the last word you think you can say to the audience before we go for the day?
Well, I should say we should all try our best to make the country a better place. Let's not jack our let's And
Let's not talk about even about
if there's fire in your house, you will not run and let it burn. You will try and quench the fire. So let's all try and quench the fire in Nigeria. Let's put our heads together. Let's put our hands together. Let's not leave it for the leaders alone. The security, the state of insecurity in the country is ours to manage. We can also fight it ourselves together. Let's just try our best, and let's stop bashing ourselves on the internet, cyberbullying and all. Let's say no to that. And Nigeria will
not when after the cyberbullying. God bless you, my dear. When the person takes their life now, commits suicide, and say battle for justice for Nigeria, my country. Are you done, Favor? Deborah, what do you have to say?
Well, I would just say stay positive, have a positive mindset as a Nigerian, because that's the only thing that can keep you going in this country.
At the end of the day, even if you have a negative mindset, what can you do? Positivity overall. That is just the best of the positive, man. Go for a better Nigeria. Okay, viewers, this would be a good place to wrap up the show. On the newspaper review, believe we'll be able to talk about our Nigerian problems, politics, the good and the bad, and hope for a better tomorrow. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media page. Tell somebody just like a chain about SRTV and click on our subscribe button. Don't forget to leave us with your thoughts. Let's get to know what you think or feel about SRTV. See you again tomorrow on the show, The Wake Up Nigeria. I remain your girl, Meriva Lizzie.
And I remain Michael Deborah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
SRTV. Innovative content.